Okay, depending on your variation of this problem, you may have triangles that, rotate all over the place, but it's going to be the same general idea as what I'm looking at here. For each of these triangles, you need to select the trig function, and that's going to be either tangent, cosine, or sine. Select the function which describes the relationship between the given angles and sides. So what you need to do, and I'll use this first one as an example, just look at what's given to you. I have a side there, a side here, and an angle here, and I need a trig function that relates them all to each other. And if you remember how SOH-CAH-TOA works, this should be pretty straightforward. What I want you to do is take a look at the angle. Okay, here's my angle, and label the sides that are given to you as either opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse. So in this case, I have opposite right there and adjacent right next to my angle. And I have hypotenuse, which is always the longest side of the triangle. So now we make an educated guess about which function is going to be useful. Actually, it's not even a guess. I mean, look at this. We have adjacent and opposite right there. So which function talks about adjacent and opposite together? Well, tangent, if you remember, according to SOH-CAH-TOA, is opposite over adjacent. That's our answer right there. Okay. Let's talk about these other ones while I'm at it, though. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So let's take cosine as our next example. Which one of those triangles, I'm going to do this a little backwards, which triangle talks about adjacent and hypotenuse? Okay, so we're going to look at these angles. Maybe it's this one. Okay, if I look at that angle, I see, okay, here's the opposite. Here's the hypotenuse. Well, dang, that's not it. So try again. Maybe it's the other angle. Let's look at this one. We have adjacent right here. That's the side right next to the angle. And then the longest side is the hypotenuse. So in this triangle, here we go. This is cosine of theta. And if you wanted to make a formula, it would be cosine of theta equals m over x. But that's a little beyond what this problem is asking for. It just wants to know which of these trig functions are related to each triangle.